Hello, my name is Bill Chaneller. I'm the IS manager for Twinings North America. In that capacity, I'm responsible for all technology for the North American operations. Here at Twinings North America, we are the sales and distribution arm for some of the finest teas in the world. Twinings North America is a wholly owned subsidiary of Twinings of London. We distribute their specialty tea products, black teas, green teas, herbals, and chai, throughout the North American market. Depending on the research and sales data that you happen to peruse, you will notice that Twinings North America is typically the number one or number two fastest growing and largest specialty tea company in North America. The business team at Clients First worked very effectively for us. They understood our business operation through aggressive question and answer sessions. We went through a process where we created functional requirements and an enterprise design document to determine where our business needed resource or application or tools to eliminate excessive waste being created by lack of tools and by an antiquated system. Some of the partners at Clients First were very effective in understanding how our business operated, and more importantly, how the Navision tool would be able to be leveraged against our business to help us be more effective, to help us to satisfy our rapid growth, and to be able to install a platform that would continue to grow with us. I think one of the benefits that I had in dealing with Clients First is that through the FRED document, the functional requirements and enterprise design, through our conversations, through our meetings, it wasn't, we can do. It was, why do you want to do that? Okay, that does make sense, or here's another perspective you might want to take when thinking about that. But when we came down to it, when we put a plan together, the plan was executable, and it was satisfying to the business. So I think in working with the team at Clients First, they weren't yes men. In my perspective, my opinion, what makes Clients First more unique than many of the other partners and providers out there is the fact that they have a seasoned staff of senior partners, senior consultants, the business folks that actually know, understand, and anticipate how a business operates, how it can grow, how it can hurt itself in the process. They understand how the tools they provide can help a business protect themselves and grow their own business while utilizing those tools. And they have the intelligence to effectively blend with whatever type of end user we can present them with. There is a very real piece of this business called trade spend, and there are many facets of trade spend. There are slotting fees. If you'd like more product on the shelf, you have to essentially buy real estate within that grocery store or that chain. We had Clients First build for us a trade spend module. This module interfaces with our Navision environment, and it allows us to effectively track credits and charges by those customers against our business plan, against the sales for that customer, to help us track our trade spend effectively, manage it to a point where it's no longer an unwieldy beast. We've taken over 200% of excess out of the trade spend by effectively managing with this tool. And in addition, it allows us to determine true profitability of a customer. We are using a module called Advanced Forecasting and Procurement. This tool allows us to utilize I believe there are 26 algorithms within this piece of software. It follows and monitors and measures our history, our historical sales and distribution, and can effectively tell us, based on trends that it sees in the data, what our forecast should be for the coming months. It's a very effective tool, and it's helping us as we continue to grow the business, add new products and change products. It's helping us to effectively manage the level of inventory that we have. And this directly impacts our working capital. Clients First helped us by helping us apply EDI into our Navision environment. They provided us training, they provided us the software module. They helped us to better serve the business by our becoming independently capable of providing our own maps, creating our relationships with other providers, our vendors, and our customers. The EDI solution that we're using today, we have got 80% of our business running through the EDI solution. We effectively cut our order entry staff by 2/3. And in the process, we now have that 1/3 that's left is not just doing order entry. They're involved with EDI, they're involved with customer satisfaction programs, they're involved with scorecard measurements against our customer base, and how successfully and effectively we are managing our relationships with our customers. K-Cup has become a very important piece of our business. Twinings is the #1 K-Cup in specialty tea, #1 selling K-Cup in specialty tea in the United States. To adapt to this growth, again, the adaptations that we've made in Navision, applying the MRP module and managing the resources around that, has been very effective and helped us to survive the exponential and explosive growth around the K-Cup business. The idea of having to modify my system, our system, in order to provide data in a certain format, I did not feel comfortable with. I did not like the idea of changing anything within my system in order to satisfy a reporting need for someone else. If it were for our business, I can justify that type of an operation or endeavor. But where it was a non-issue is the fact that between the development team, the QA/QC team at Clients First, and their skill set and their ability to get under the covers and not touch my main tables, create holding tables, if you will, and processing reports that would actually pull the data from the system, put it in a pickup point so that my system really didn't have to be hurt. I'm a little possessive of my system. Where my system was not put in a position of vulnerability to satisfy someone else's reporting need. Clients First helped us to do that and to protect our business and the tool that runs our business. You know, if I were to say, if I were to suggest that there was a surprise benefit that jumped out at me somewhere through this process, I'd be hard pressed. In dealing with Chris and the team, we've been fully aware of the functionality and the way this tool is supposed to work for us. So there have been no surprises. It's been everything that we expected it to be. I think we realized this was the right choice for our business shortly before we went live with it back in 2006. When we saw the way the team was working with us, when we saw the capacity and capability of the system, when we were already looking at what future enhancements we wanted to add to our environment, and it was capable. It was already capable, and we hadn't even turned it on yet. That's when I realized, before we even went live for the first go-around, that this was the right tool for the business. One of the most impressive benefits of the new system is the flexibility at which we operate our business. We've been able to layer in 6 new modules, large modules, mind you, over the past 6-7 years that we've been using the tool. It's been effective, it's been reliable. Our fiscal year just ended, and we closed the books in less than 24 hours. Navision, over the past 6.5-7 years that we've been utilizing it in a live environment, has adapted tremendously to satisfy our business. We've added manufacturing, we had a trade spend module written We've added the advanced forecasting and procurement. We are using e-ship, RF, radio frequency devices to automate and improve the processes throughout our warehouse, our picking, our packing, our inventory control. This tool, although it was installed 6.5 years ago and went live, has adapted tremendously to satisfy a very aggressively growing and changing business. And we were able to really do this with the help of the folks at Clients First. If I had to create that skill set for each one of those modules on my own team, if I had to buy those resources in or employ those people on a regular basis, that model would be changing so dramatically that my investment in the education of those resources I would no longer be able to afford, and they would be working elsewhere at twice their salary. Clients First has helped me to maintain and stabilize an IS function for a rapidly growing business without the exposure of headcount. As far as a return on investment, the amount of money we had invested in our older system and had to invest just to keep it alive versus the amount of money we've invested in our Microsoft Dynamics Nav environment, the flavors that it's gone through, the modules that we've added, and the support, the education, and the training that has gone into that as well. If I were to take all those numbers and layer them together, I could not afford the employees I would have required to support myself in this endeavor. I could not afford the system and the employees to satisfy that. So in terms of the return on investment, I got the right system, I have the right team supporting it. Yeah, I've had a considerable return on investment, and I've definitely leveraged any money that the company has put into this area, leveraged that so effectively that we've retained a very nimble and agile and effective IS department. The Clients First advantage. I think I've touched on it a couple of times, but I cannot stress it enough. The breadth and width of their knowledge, the depth of their skill set, their ability to backfill and change resources to adapt to the technology that I need in my business. If I were to train and develop a resource to provide the services that Clients First is providing to me, I would be very vulnerable and dependent upon that resource. If that resource were to leave me, I would be months in recovery. In being able to deal with the skill set of Clients First and the team over there, the business acumen, the skill set, the different types of people and the different abilities to communicate across different levels and different end users, I would say that is the Clients First advantage, the ability to adapt and deliver.